Hello everyone, welcome to our kitchen adventure. Cooking can be a wonderfully rewarding experience, but it can also be a little daunting at times, especially for those new to the joys of the kitchen. It's normal to feel a bit overwhelmed when you're just starting out. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. We've all been there, even seasoned chefs like myself. Every expert was once a beginner. The key is to learn from those mistakes and approach cooking with a positive attitude. Embrace each error as a stepping stone to becoming a better cook. Remember, the most important ingredient in any recipe is love. Cooking with love brings a unique flavor to your dishes. When you cook with love, you infuse your food with a special kind of magic that can't be replicated. It's this magic that makes your meals memorable. So, let's dive in and explore some common cooking mistakes and how to fix them. Together, we'll tackle these challenges head-on. Together, we'll turn those kitchen blunders into culinary triumphs. You'll see how easy it is to transform errors into delicious successes. It's all about creating delicious food and enjoying the process. The journey is just as important as the destination. So, relax, have fun, and remember that every mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow as a cook. Let's make cooking an enjoyable and fulfilling experience for everyone. One of the most common mistakes home cooks make is diving headfirst into a recipe without reading it thoroughly beforehand. It's like setting off on a road trip without consulting a map. You might eventually reach your destination, but you're likely to encounter some detours and wrong turns along the way. Recipes are like roadmaps for your culinary journey. They provide a step-by-step guide to creating a dish, outlining the ingredients, quantities, and techniques required. Skipping over this crucial step can lead to missing ingredients, incorrect measurements, and a whole lot of frustration. Remember, taking a few extra minutes to read the recipe carefully can save you time and headaches in the long run, ensuring a smoother and more enjoyable cooking experience. Before you even think about preheating your oven or chopping an onion, take a few moments to familiarize yourself with the recipe. Read it from start to finish, paying close attention to the ingredient list, equipment needed, and cooking times. Make sure you understand each step clearly. This will give you a clear understanding of what to expect and allow you to gather all the necessary tools and ingredients before you begin. It also helps in identifying any special techniques or preparations required. Think of it like watching a movie trailer. It gives you a sneak peek of what's to come, piquing your interest and preparing you for the main event. Just as a trailer sets the tone for a movie, reading the recipe sets the tone for your cooking. Similarly, reading the recipe beforehand sets the stage for your culinary adventure, ensuring that you have all the necessary elements in place for a successful outcome. It's like having a roadmap that guides you through the cooking process. By familiarizing yourself with the recipe beforehand, you'll be well prepared to tackle the task at hand, minimizing the risk of surprises and maximizing your chances of culinary success. This preparation can make the cooking experience more enjoyable and less stressful. Picture this. You're sautéing a pan full of vegetables, but instead of turning a beautiful golden brown, they're steaming sadly in their own juices. The culprit? An overcrowded pan. When you overcrowd your pan, you lower the overall temperature, leading to uneven cooking and excess moisture. Think of it like trying to fit too many people into a small elevator. It gets cramped, uncomfortable, and things don't move as smoothly as they should. Similarly, when you cram too much food into a pan, you restrict airflow and create a steam bath instead of a searing hot surface. Remember, giving your food ample space to breathe allows it to cook evenly and develop those desirable crispy edges and caramelized flavors. Section 5. Solution 2. Give your food some space. The key to avoiding an overcrowded pan is simple. Give your food some breathing room. If you're cooking a large batch of something, it's best to cook in batches or use a larger pan. This ensures that each piece of food has adequate contact with the hot surface, promoting even cooking and browning. Imagine each piece of food as a sunbather on a crowded beach. They all crave that direct sunlight to achieve that perfect golden tan. Similarly, by giving your food ample space in the pan, you're allowing it to bask in the heat, resulting in beautifully browned, evenly cooked masterpieces. Remember, a little patience and a willingness to cook in batches can make all the difference in the outcome of your dish. Section 6. Mistake 3. Improper measuring. Baking is a science, and just like in any scientific experiment, precision is key. Using the wrong measuring tools or techniques can throw off the delicate balance of ingredients, leading to dry cakes, crumbly cookies, and flat soufflés. Imagine a baker using a coffee mug to measure flour for a cake. The results would be disastrous. Just as you wouldn't use a teaspoon to measure your weight, using inaccurate measuring tools in baking can lead to unpredictable and often undesirable outcomes. Remember, accurate measuring is crucial for achieving consistent and delicious results in baking. Invest in a good set of measuring cups and spoons, and always level off dry ingredients for precision. Section 7, Solution 3, invest in accurate measuring tools. Having a good set of measuring cups and spoons is essential for any baker, both novice and experienced. Look for cups with clear markings and a sturdy handle for easy pouring. For dry ingredients like flour and sugar, spoon the ingredient into the cup and level it off with a straight edge, such as a knife or spatula. For liquid ingredients, use a liquid measuring cup with a spout for easy pouring. Place the cup on a flat surface and check at eye level to ensure you're using the correct amount. Remember, accurate measuring is the foundation of successful baking, so invest in quality tools and techniques to elevate your baking game. Section 8. Mistake 4. Not tasting as you go. One of the most common mistakes home cooks make is neglecting to taste their food throughout the cooking process. Tasting as you go is like having a conversation with your dish. It allows you to understand its flavors, adjust seasonings, and ensure everything is in perfect harmony. Imagine a musician performing a song without ever listening to how it sounds. The result would be cacophonous and disjointed. Similarly, cooking without tasting is like composing a symphony of flavors without ever hearing the melody. Remember, your taste buds are your greatest asset in the kitchen. Trust your palate, experiment with flavors, and don't be afraid to adjust seasonings as needed to create a dish that sings to your soul. Section 9. Solution 4. Develop your palate. Tasting as you go is an essential skill that develops over time with practice. It's not just about following recipes, but understanding the essence of each ingredient. Start by tasting individual ingredients before you add them to a dish to get a sense of their inherent flavors. This helps you appreciate the unique characteristics each component brings to the table. As you cook, taste the dish at various stages, paying attention to how the flavors meld and develop. Notice how the heat transforms the ingredients and how seasoning can elevate the dish. Don't be afraid to experiment with different seasonings and spices. Each spice has its own story and can add a new dimension to your cooking. A pinch of this, a dash of that, it's all part of the fun of cooking. These small adjustments can make a big difference in the final taste. Remember, there are no right or wrong answers when it comes to taste, so trust your instincts and have fun exploring different flavor profiles. Your palate is unique, and your preferences are what make your dishes special. Remember, developing your palate is a journey, not a destination. It's an ongoing process of discovery and learning. So grab a spoon, dive in, and let your taste buds guide you to culinary greatness. Embrace the adventure and enjoy every flavorful moment. Section 10. Mistake 5. Overcooking or undercooking food. We've all been there, cutting into a chicken breast only to find it still raw in the middle, or overcooking vegetables until they're mushy and lifeless. Cooking is all about finding that sweet spot where food is cooked through but still retains its texture and flavor. Imagine a perfectly ripe avocado, soft, creamy, and full of flavor. Now imagine that same avocado, but overripe and brown. Not very appetizing, is it? Just like with an avocado, there's a fine line between perfectly cooked and overcooked or undercooked food. Remember, mastering the art of cooking requires understanding how different ingredients react to heat and how to achieve that perfect balance of doneness. Section 11. Solution 5. Use a thermometer and understand cooking times. Investing in a good quality meat thermometer is one of the best things you can do for your cooking. It takes the guesswork out of determining doneness and ensures that your food is cooked to a safe internal temperature. Each type of meat has a specific safe internal temperature, so refer to a reliable source for guidance. Understanding cooking times is also crucial. Different ingredients require different cooking times depending on their size, thickness, and cooking method. Refer to recipes or cooking charts for guidance, and don't be afraid to adjust cooking times based on your stovetop or oven. Remember, with a little practice and the right tools, you can master the art of cooking food to perfection every time. Conclusion: embrace the learning process. Cooking is a journey, not a destination. There will be triumphs and there will be mishaps along the way. The key is to embrace the learning process, learn from your mistakes, and never be afraid to experiment in the kitchen. Remember, the most important ingredient in any dish is love. When you cook with love, you infuse your food with a special kind of magic that can't be replicated. So go forth, experiment, and most importantly, have fun. Happy cooking, everyone.